Hello Hub City viewers, and welcome back to Hub City Hauntings. Today will be my 4th episode for the channel, and this is my 4th backstory. Today we are going to be at Helks Gate. Helks Gate's a popular ghost landmark out here in Lubbock. It's located in the east side of Lubbock. And as you can see behind me, this is the old trail, and I've got some backstory to share with you right now. So this place, I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see where I'm headed. This place has been around for a long time. Straight ahead is the trestle, the bridge, the railroad bridge, that some history I can share with you. Back in the 1900s, apparently there was a train that went over there that some robbers pulled over the train, and there was some people that were forced to jump off this bridge down to their deaths in the 1900s. Also, in the 1970s, Satan worshippers and occult people would come out here and do their worshiping. As you can see, it's blocked off by a gate. They don't want anybody going on there. You could probably get in there if you wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend it. But that's it, and that's where it's at. And that's what you'll see when you get up here. Sorry that my screen isn't as steady as I need it to be. So that was it. That's what it looks like. So what I was telling you is that, you know, in the 1900s, some people were made to jump off this bridge. Also, the Satan worshippers in the 70s are known to come out here. There's a couple other stories. One is that in the 80s, there was this young lady that apparently hung herself off this bridge. The things that we do when we can't handle it, right? But that's why we're here. The investigation will take place here, so maybe I can reach out to these lost spirits, and they can just tell us what they know. You know, how did it feel? Do you still think that it happened just an hour ago? Do you think it happened hundreds of years ago? Where are you at in the dimensional state, whatever that might be? So we'll be crossing that line off when I get a chance. Let me flip this back around so you can see what I'm looking at again. You can see the gate's been torn down, so you can get up there if you wanted to, but there's nothing that's going to secure you on the sides of these rails if you decide you want to go do it. Definitely recommend that you not. I can tell you, this place is pretty scary at night. I mean, it's super dark. You are in the older side of Lubbock, so who knows what you'll encounter if you're up here. When I do come out and get my investigation done, it will be with 1 to 3 more people. But as it is right now, I just wanted to give you the backstory for this Hells Gate location. So a little bit more about the area itself. Just a little bit back this way is the Lubbock Cemetery. Over 60,000 people are buried over there. The most famous of them all, and one of the most famous people in the world, Buddy Holly's buried out there. Hold on, man, I want to show y'all something. Where did he go? Where did he go? See him? Look at that. Horned lizard. Don't see very many of those. Anyway, I just thought I'd put it out there. I'm here, right? So, where was I? So, If you venture out here, just make sure you don't come alone. Definitely come out here during the day like I'm doing. I'm about to go down to the bottom of this place so we can do a little EVP work. Got my new digital recorder here. I've already tested it out. I actually did a recording of a house yesterday, and I had this digital recorder and I had an analog cassette recorder. I had the cassette recorder in the living room area, and I had this in a master bedroom, and I let them both run for about 45 minutes. We weren't in the house at all. Had to go run an errand. Before I left, I shut all the doors in the hallway, all the doors in the bedrooms. And about the last 10 minutes of that analog recording, man, you could hear shuffling. You could hear a door slam. It just sounded like somebody was in that house. And I know we weren't there. There's only 3 of us and we were all gone. Matter of fact, you could tell when we showed up because you could hear us talking as we get into the house. So I got that. I'll figure out a way maybe to get that on some sort of audio feed so y'all can hear what I listen to, but definitely picked up something strange. If I get a chance, I'll try to get back in there to record. But right now, we're gonna try to finish up this backstory. So I was mentioning the Lubbock Cemetery just right over here. Buddy Holly's buried over there. You know, a lot of people come here every year to recognize Buddy and celebrate his life, and visitors from all over the world come out here, and you can get into that cemetery if you wanted to. Daytime, I'm sure. At nighttime you probably had to get permission. And speaking of which, I want to go do an episode there, and I want to do a reading there at the cemetery at some point. Let me show you what I'm walking down, because gotta watch my feet as I'm trekking down this area. A little slippery with the rocks, the gravel. Slip a little bit. Right above the horizon, you can see part of the cemetery. I'm not sure what that is, if that's somebody's mausoleum or what. But anyway, heading back this way. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some EVPs right now. That way I can have something to listen to when I start. Let's see. Turn it on. And we are recording. It's July 5th, 2021. EVP session number 1 at the Helks Gate location. If there are any spirits out here, please feel free to speak into this device. It can pick you up. I just want to know your names. I would just like to know, with just one word, how you feel right now. Or if you can say more on this thing, please go ahead and say more. But you can speak into this device if you like. I'm going to keep it running as I continue my walkthrough here. So, a couple other stories I want to share with you about this location. Somewhere in the 1900s also, I've read that there were a couple of girls that were out here that lived in this area, young girls, that were abused, and somehow or another they apparently they had died from the abuse, and supposedly their spirits wander out here as well. I can tell you the people have witnessed orbs. Sometimes they've witnessed just shadow figures at the corner of their eyes. You know, you've heard that before, right? And just overall eeriness and spookiness of the place. But those 2 little girls supposedly are out here somewhere too. And then the last thing that I heard was that there is some sort of entity out here, another shadow figure that apparently will try to scare you if you're out here up to no good. I don't know how true that is either, but I'm just sharing with you what I've heard. Now I'm getting under the bridge, so I'm going to flip this camera back around, and just so you know, we are still recording. If I pick up anything on this, I'll share that with you. But let's go ahead and change the location now. I'm still recording, If there's anybody out here that, any spirit that wants to communicate with me, just speak into this device. There are other people out here. I've seen people maybe fishing, hiking. It's a busy park right now. It's a beautiful day. And I think they're picking up some pretty good audio and video here. But there you have it, folks. That's what Helks Gate looks like. And I gave you as much of the backstory as I gave you. And now, we just need to get out here and do a nighttime investigation sometime in the near future. I'm still actively recording. If you can hear me speaking to this device. A lot of mud out here, so I won't trying to avoid stepping into the mud. Just give me a name, even one word, just something that I can translate while I'm doing my research on this electronic voice recorder. This is only my 4th episode, and this is actually the first time I've done any kind of investigating on this channel so far, so I hope you're enjoying it. If I get anything on this recorder, I will share it with y'all. But I do apologize for the awkwardness of my video, because clearly you can tell I'm such an amateur. But that's okay, because we all have to start somewhere. It's high up there. Imagine having to jump down here when this was full of water and it was rushing water. And you hit this bottom and there's no telling what you'd land on, and you'd die from it. Apparently somebody hung themselves from up here as well. I don't know. We'll never know, but maybe I can pick something on this voice recorder. And maybe even pick up some audio on this taping that I'm doing. But there you have it. That's Helks Gate. As usual, I have a short episode to put up on this channel, so you can continue to look at what I'm recording for you today. As always, I ask you please subscribe to the channel, like the channel, leave comments if you're able, and share this channel with whoever you can. The more, the merrier. So there you have it, folks. Today is July 5th, 2021. I hope you have a splendid week. And until next time, Hub City viewers. Still recording. If I can hear anything. If you want to say anything, you can speak to this device.